Randy Schreier from Redeemer Lutheran Church in Edna, Texas. As some, if not most of you know, our church has now suspended worship services at our church for the next week or two, according to the recommendations made by the government to try to curb the spread of the coronavirus. In order to be able to continue to hear God's Word and to worship Him, we are going to be broadcasting live on Facebook and also sharing on YouTube devotions, sermons, worship services here at Redeemer. In fact, this evening on Facebook you can watch live at 7 o'clock. You can watch our worship service this evening or watch it later because it's going to be saved on YouTube as well. But some people have asked and are curious, why are we suspending our worship services? Why not just trust God that He's going to protect us? And first of all, we do trust God completely. We are not afraid. We are not panicking at all. There are really 3 commandments of God that play into our decision to suspend worship for now. The 3 commandments are the 3rd commandment, the 4th commandment, and the 5th commandment. The 3rd commandment says, remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. And it deals with God's command to join together to worship Him and to especially take the time to listen to His Word and to receive the sacraments. The 4th commandment speaks about honoring our parents, but also honoring and obeying all the authorities God has placed over us. And the 5th commandment deals with protecting and taking care of human life and watching out for the welfare of others. Now, our government right now is recommending that we not gather together in groups of larger than 10 people in order to curb the coronavirus. The government has not commanded us to do so here in Texas, but they are recommending it according to what the experts are saying, and the medical experts that know about these things. And so to obey the 4th commandment, we are honoring that recommendation. The 5th commandment talks about protecting human life, and we want to watch out, especially right now, for those who are sick, or the elderly in our society. And by keeping ourselves from getting sick with the coronavirus, we are protecting others so we're not contagious and get them sick. So this really is all about love for the other people. Finally, God does want us to join together to worship Him, and we will very soon. But we're not going to keep from hearing God's Word and studying God's Word and worshiping together. And so we're going to use these amazing gifts of technology that God has given us. So I would encourage you to watch the shorter worship services that we're going to have, starting this evening at 7 o'clock, then Sunday at 10 o'clock. And one encouragement as you do. One of the things we do as we're scrolling through Facebook, as we watch things on the internet, is that we lose interest very quickly and only watch for a few seconds and then click on something else. When we come to worship church, we don't have that option. We're kind of trapped here for a while, and it forces us to get away from all the distractions in the world and to focus on God's Word for a while. And so my encouragement to you is to not get distracted by the other things, to set aside that time for God and His Word, especially at this crazy time in our world. But more than anything else, don't worry. Don't be afraid. Do not panic. God is in control. He's going to continue to feed us and encourage us with His promises. And He's going to get us through just as He's gotten us through every other problem and trial in our lives. So may God bless you as we worship together via technology.